Welcome back to the cafe. Today's video is a full playthrough of Venba, a brand new narrative cooking game that you can almost taste while you play. The food and cooking sound effects are so good. In this game about intergenerational connection, food, family, and identity, we get to follow Venba as she and her family make a life for themselves in Canada, starting from the late 80s going all the way to present day. The music is outstanding, the story so specific yet relatable, and my biggest recommendation is to get a snack while you watch because you will get hungry. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and please do support the devs by picking up the title on Steam, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox Game Pass now for yourself or anyone you know who appreciate tasty food and great stories. Oh, I'm so excited to get going, so let's give it a go. Oh, the sounds. Do you hear the plates? Oh, okay. Oh, think well before you dare and never ruminate once in action. I think this beginning may be where the demo started initially, which we played earlier on the channel, but I'm very excited to be able to now connect it to the further story. Sleepy day on the couch. Leaving already? Oh, sorry. Did I wake you? What time is it? 8. How are you feeling? And because I've played, I know exactly why we're feeling maybe especially tired or nauseous. Just like yesterday. Okay, I'll call your school and say you can't come in today. I was just about to leave for work. You should go back to sleep. What about your lunch? Even when feeling sick, is trying to look out, make sure he's taken care of. There's some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You can steam some idlis quickly. I don't know if I can figure all that out. Spoiler alert, you can figure it out. It's like when I talk to my partner and he's like, I don't know if I can do the dishes as well. I'm like, you can. You can do the dishes as well as I can. Yes, you're fine. It's okay. I was just about to leave. It's just idli. Very easy. It'll take me too long, Venba, don't worry. We also know now her name is Venba, namesake of the game. I also love the detail of the bookshelf having the nails kind of sticking out, the couch, blanket, everything's just a little bit like not the best quality or like the most fancy things. They're just kind of making ends meet, it feels like. You also do see the books though, and the mask in the background. So that's really cool. You see those touches of home, both like just home in general, but also I think they're based in Canada right now and they immigrated. So it's like home of their cultural background as well, where they immigrated from. Just survive on the coffee machine. Oh, I've said that before. It's not a good decision. You can do okay or fine. I'll make it then. I'm just fine. I'll do it. Wait 5 minutes. But really, it's fine. No. I need to make lunch for myself anyway. Just tell the school. I'll be done in a minute. Okay. Oh. It's like you don't feel good, but things gotta get done. Can definitely relate to that feeling. Oh, this music is so good. The piano. Oh, my cat's in my lap. But maybe should put her down. Oh, look at that. She's so tired. Okay, let's get this done fast. Although, that's a loved cookbook. It's a very well-worn, well-loved cookbook. Should I try my mother's recipe for once? The way I make idli are never as soft as her. And they would always cheer me up when I'm feeling sick. I should just make them her way today. If the recipe is still readable, that is. Oh yeah, that definitely. Oh, gotta crank up the beats. You know that when it's time to cook, you have to have some background music. You have to have some noise happening in the background. Oh, this is so good. Also, the soundtrack is available should you want to just listen to these tunes on your own, which you should. This is good. Tools: idli plate, towel, cooker, ingredients, water, and batter. So we have ingredients, but yeah, some of it's a bit watermarked. We can't quite see. Things have soaked through. So fortunately, I think I remember how to make this from the demo. So we have this kind of plate, and the only difference is the holes on the plate. The recipe calls for towels, but Amma swears this method makes the idlis a lot softer. Okay, we have hints that we can click on here at the bottom, which is really cool. And I love that as we hover over, we can see the name of the things, of the tools. So we're like, okay, we're not totally stuck. We have a place to get started. So let's put this first plate. Oh, I guess we should. I was gonna put the batter in, but let's. Oh, that's nice. We can only have to do it once. Okay, perfect. Now we know from looking at this cookbook, we need to have the plates arranged that the steam can go through every other. So we're gonna be alternating and shifting these plates. Let's see, wait, let me rotate this one, because I think we can only rotate it once we've set it down, so there we go. Last plate. Now I have to say this this game makes me want to learn how to cook some of these dishes, and I remember in a sort of press setting, press preview, the developer said these recipes are accurate. Everyone on the team made these recipes together. So if you would like, you can ostensibly look at the book, look at these tools, look at the recipe, and make it happen. If you're less confident in the kitchen like I am, you could also probably just Google a recipe that lists it much more specifically. All right, let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. Ooh, that's such a good sound. It's done. Oh yeah. Also, put your face over the steam. I remember my mom would have me do that when I was sick. If you boil water or like the rice, you put your face over the steam, and it just like supposed to just hydrate you a little bit, clear out your sinuses. Ooh, wow. You even took the time to make our faces. How cute. I think you forgot about my beard though. We're not going for photorealism here, okay? Also, what I love is the calendar in the background. It says Muthu Travels. It reminds me of, because that's, I think, probably like an airline or a travel agency, maybe a one that they used to get over here to like the North American region or to Canada. I know my mom I grew up, we never bought calendars. You always get your calendars from the Korean mart. Whatever Korean mart you go to, now I think they have like bigger ones like H Mart or K Mart, or not K Mart. I guess the K Mart is in nearby me, but it's like not the K Mart brand. It's K, like Korean Mart. It's like a little mom and pop shop that calls itself K Mart. But H Mart, I guess, is probably like one of the bigger ones. But you only get calendars at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, from one of these marts for free. So seeing that calendar just reminds me of that. What else could I do? My husband can't figure out idlis. Venba, I told you to go to sleep. You've been feeling sick and exhausted. You didn't have to cook. You don't have to, but this is a labor of love. This is how you show people you care for them. It's not a big deal if I skip lunch once. Havilan, you're making me choose between resting and letting you starve. That's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I know, but that's what it feels like. And even if I had let you leave, what would I do for lunch? I'd still have to cook, as exhausted and sick as I am. You just wouldn't have seen it. I don't have a coffee machine here to survive on either. Is it so hard for you to cook, even on days like this? That's a good question. I wonder... I don't know if in like Indian culture there's like sort of a stigma, or just in general men don't typically take on the role of the person who cooks in the household. I know that growing up, that was kind of how it was in my house. Like my mom always did the cooking, and my dad, I think, only really cooked when the barbecue grill was out. Like that was the only time he was like, okay, I can cook. But it was very like sort of divided amongst those roles. And so I wonder if maybe he's coming in and he has grown up that way and feels the same. But he says, you're right. Sorry. So maybe he feels like a bit more open and a bit more welcoming of occasionally taking on that labor. Did you look for tickets back home? Yes. It's expensive, but we can manage it. So do you think we should go? I don't know. Let me ask the boss again if he can make me full time, but unless the school gives you more shifts, or my boss changes his mind, it's going to be tough to stay in Canada. You know, there are other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I can teach again at my old job. And there's nothing really keeping us here. That would be nice. Okay, well, why don't you leave with me now? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. Oh no, I'm sure all I need is some sleep. You've been saying that for 2 days now. Come on, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. Oh, a little healthcare reference. You can see the clothing drying on the radiator. Oh, what is this smile? What does she know? Oh. Oh, this is so good. She's getting ready for something. She's got some news or something to say. Looking much happier, much more excited. Venba, are you home? What did the doctor say? Oh, I love, you can hear the sound of the fan in the background. Oh my gosh, this is so good. The audio design. So the boss didn't even consider it. Unless a miracle happens, I say we start packing. What's with you? You never told me what the doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. Okay. Idless again? Ah! What has gotten into you today? Take a look, sir. What is it you see? But a baby! Oh. Not me getting choked up at a pregnancy announcement. So, I guess this means we have a reason to stay. I mean, raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either. But there's a chance at a very different life here. It's only going to get more expensive, though, and we're barely scraping by as it is. Can't provide everything other parents would be able to. What if they resent us for that when they grow up? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. But then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity. What do you think, Venba? Why aren't you saying anything? Oh, look at her. She's glowing. She's just happy to have this news. I don't know. It's funny to see you worry like this. Are you not worried? I don't know. I feel very calm for some reason. That makes one of us. Pavlan, don't worry. I'm sure they'll turn out just fine. How can you be sure? It's our child. How else could they turn out? I love that scene. It's so intimate. Just if you've been in a relationship, being outshone by one's children is a universally desired form of sweet defeat. 94. Okay. Oh, it's been a few years. Wow. So he's what, 5 or 6? That scene right beforehand, though, was so lovely in how intimate and just real it felt. If you have a partner and you're lying in bed just talking about your hopes, your dreams, your fears, and it's really, really touching to see, again, these two, their priorities have shifted quite quickly. You know, they've moved from, hey, we're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to try to figure out a way to go back home, make some money, you know, settle back with our family back in India. And now they're saying, actually, we have a new life that we're going to be bringing into the world. What's going to be best for that person that's going to be coming soon? What can we do to make sure our child now has the best opportunities for their future? And it's incredible. I'm not a parent, but the ways that your priorities probably and should need to shift if you're bringing a kid into the world. It was a really touching scene. But also it lays down the foundation for some of the conflicts that I think we're going to be seeing. And I know, like, my mom came from Korea, and I know that growing up, she even said, like, hey, we're living in the US and this is going to be, you got to make an opportunity. The American dream is here. And there are pressures and elements that come into play when you have one generation of your family, like your parents coming in, being raised in a different country, and another generation being raised in the US. So let's see how that pans out now that in 1994. Like, I remember 94. Whew. My name is Pavlan, sir. Pavlan, sir. Coven. Where did you run off to? Also, quick note, did you notice the text that the father was speaking into the phone was yellow, and the text that Venba is speaking is white? So I'm wondering what that means. We'll have to wait till time tells. Sir, it would be my privilege to work with you. I'm curious if maybe he's speaking in English and she's not. Pardon me, sir. I don't have time to play, Coven. I have a lot of work to do. Oh, precocious, energetic children, keeping mom on her toes. Yes, sir, I've managed to transport hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir? Coven, there you are. What are you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Oh, interesting. So Coven's speaking in, again, I think English because it's yellow. Take that off. Let's get you dressed. No, I like it. That job was in India, sir, but Coven, wait there. Don't run. Uh-oh. Coven, come back here. This has become a routine now. Oh, mom's tired. She's ready to be done. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science in Physics, sir. Okay, so dad comes in. He's got experience. He's got a degree. Ew, that towel's so dirty, da. Here, wear this shirt, Gunna. No. But, sir, you can just take me on a probation period, maybe? I'm driven, self-started, and a quick learner, sir. Put this on, Kanna. Hurry up now. But I don't want to. Oh, interesting. There's like smudges. I wonder if what that's indicating as well. Speak in Tamil, Kavin. I can't even understand what you're saying. You don't have to pay until then. Please, Kanna. I understand, sir. Yes, good boy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for considering me. Good day. Oh, finally got his shirt on. Hello, Mr. Bachelor of Science. What happened? Same old. Okay, they didn't buy, and it's like we have a little bit of tone in there in the background of the speech bubbles too, like sort of the smudgy movement. They didn't buy the hundreds of units of inventory story. That's not entirely untrue. I helped out in a grocery store when I was 12, and you were paid in candy. Well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I didn't see myself getting a job for that here. Not with my English. Spend half these calls asking them to repeat themselves. I should watch cartoons with Gavin. I can understand those shows. Maybe I can understand these people too. Yay! We can watch Batman together, Appa. Yes, but your son is going to forget Tamil at this rate. Did you know his friends call him Kevin? What's wrong with that? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's interesting to me that he's refusing to speak in Tamil to his parents. I wonder if that's coming from a place of wanting to practice his English more. Does he not feel comfortable speaking in Tamil? Yeah, I remember because as a kid, I know I took Korean school and Korean lessons. My mom made me go to Saturday school, so I would study Korean. But even then, like at home, we wouldn't always speak in Korean. Occasionally, every once in a while it would happen. But my mom was told that if she spoke in Korean to me, that I would not learn English very well. Worst advice ever. But also I think just me growing up and going to school and my brother growing up and going to school, speaking only English, like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, that's just what we defaulted to. So speak in Tamil da. Well, what's wrong with that? It's only one letter that's different anyways. Oh, and I bet you there's, again, you don't want to constantly have to tell people, oh, it's not Kevin, it's Kevin. Like, as a kid, that feels so, I don't know. You get self-conscious about that, right? Yeah, I feel like as a kid, wanting to fit in, especially 94, this is before a lot of places were super conscious, or, you know, I feel like we were at the time still in the like, oh, we're colorblind kind of phase of diversity and representation education in schools. And so I'm curious if also he's like, I don't want to correct on my name. I'm already different. I want to just like fit in and have friends and like not worry. I just want to be just like everyone else. Again, I just put that on there because that's how I remember feeling when I was, especially in elementary and middle school. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you and where you're from. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name, after all. Who else is going to tell them? And Kavin means beautiful. It's such a lovely name and it suits you so well. I don't want to be beautiful. I just want to be Kevin. Oh, there he goes, switching back. He's brighter than us, Venba. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. You know, he aced yesterday's English quiz. He did? Really? Good job. We should celebrate, Dakana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Oh, can we order pizza? Oh, see, and the smudges are bigger. I wonder if that also is showing not only is he speaking English, but maybe it's not as easily understood. It's like obfuscated in certain parts, right? Speaking Tamil, Kevin. I want pizza. How about something better? It's better than pizza for sure. Like parota. Dosa. Oh, I love dosa. Idiyappam. Kidosa. I do love dosa. Dad wants dosa. Biryani. I do love biryani too. Kari dosa. Okay, Dad, we get it. You love dosa. No, I'm tired of all these. I said I want pizza. Extra cheese. Extra toppings. You eat pizza all the time. Kavin, have you ever had putu? No. What's that? Well, I've only seen my mother make it before. It's a lot of fun to make. Reminds me of a rocket. Rocket? Mom's smart. She's like, cooler than pizza. Because, it's interactive. It's like a rocket instead of just a flat pizza. Yes, a lot of steam comes out when you make it. Looks just like a rocket launching. Oh, it does? Yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. Oh, snap, Mom. Can tell Venba works at a school. She knows how to convince kids. Will it really look like a rocket launch? Do you want to see? So cute. All right, family is coming together to cook. Again, looking at the details on the back of the refrigerator, we've got some wonderful art from Coven. Niagara Falls, it looks like. Maybe they visited for a little bit. A memo on the refrigerator door. Let's get started. I haven't made this before, but Amma has a recipe on it. Hopefully it's readable. Where's the rocket? We need to make the flour first, duh. Here we go, track number 2. Now, what's really cool is each track for every level of cooking does reference specifically the time period that we are in. So the first track was from around the 80s or late 80s. This musical style is drawn from something that was popular during the time of the mid-90s. So we're getting a little bit of music, not necessarily history, but music appreciation happening here too. All right, so putu flour, we need rice, water that we blend. Oh, so good. Separate the rice from chunks. Something chunks over the something and combine rice with water. Okay, so I know first we can blend rice and water. So, when do we get to the rocket part? Sunda, be patient. Okay, so we have this, we have the water, let's blend it on up. Beautiful. Well, recipe says adding flour to the rice is the final step. Do you think this is right? It's a bit chunky oh, whoops. Putu flour should feel like slightly wet sand. I think we need to use the sieve. Let's try again. Okay, wait. So rice. Oh, whoops, we were supposed to just blend the rice. Okay. I went too fast. I was too excited. So now separate the fine rice from the chunks. Now we have the sieve. We're gonna, yes, shake the sieve over the towel. This is super fun. I love it. Okay, so we have fine rice in chunks. We're going to something chunks over something. Maybe we have to squeeze the chunks. Maybe we have to do it one more time. Oh, maybe not. Maybe put it back in the bowl. No. Something chunks over. Maybe we put it into the water. Oh, do you think this is right? No, this is way too runny. We must have added less than 500 grams of rice. Oh, hold on. I'm wasting so many ingredients, but you know what? This is what comes from cooking as you feel things. I remember my mom asking her different curry recipes, and she's just like, you just do it until it feels right. I'm like, I don't know what feels right, Mom. Okay, let's blend these last chunkies just to get a bit more rice. Yeah. Okay, this looks a little bit better. This looks like we can make a batter out of it. Oh, maybe we do it one more time. Not really sure how much 500 grams is. But I feel like we should just use up what we can, right? There we go. Beautiful. Okay, now we can add it to the water. Oh, maybe. There we go. I think this is perfect. Why does this feel like flour even though there's so much water? We have to mix the water and flour little by little. The final consistency should feel like slightly wet sand. Okay. All right, that wasn't too hard. Amma, when will we get to the rocket? You have to wait. You have to wait. Okay. So now, what have we got? Oh my goodness, this cookbook really went through its paces when we brought it over. Okay, so it looks like we alternate flour and coconut. And maybe this is like Coconut layers as far away from each other as possible. So this must be coconut, flour, flour, coconut, flour, flour, coconut. 4 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of coconut, and water at the bottom. Okay, this is straightforward. Assemble the parts so the water steams and cook what's above. Tricky part is figuring out how much rice and coconut is needed. This sounds delicious. I used to not be a fan of coconut, but I've grown to love it. I've grown to appreciate it, you know? Let me know if you enjoy coconut or if you're also like, nah, no coconuts for me. Okay, so first I suppose we should put the kettle on, put a little water down there. We have our mold. I guess we should put this stuff in first. So we have, oh gosh, let me let me make sure. 3 tablespoons. Okay. So this is coconut. So we got 1, 2. Oh, whoops. Can I just redo that? Okay, so maybe it's just like a 1. There we go. I think. We need 2 in between. Okay, so 1, then we put 2 of the batter, then we put 1 coconut. Okay, let's put a lid up. Let's hope this works out. It's lunchtime, Kevin. Oh, is it gonna work? Hey! Wow. That was so cool. And look at him speaking Tamil. Or no, English. He was speaking English. Dang it. I'm like, come on, come on. You don't appreciate it until you're older, and then you're gonna regret. You are gonna, like, I will say, as an adult, I wish I spoke more Korean when I was a kid, because my language skills are just abysmal compared to where they could have been. Oh, Gavin, I wish I could just go into the game and tell you. Venba, I can't believe it didn't fall. Amma, can we do that again? Cute. Yum. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. I'm getting so hungry. I should not have done this without eating lunch first. I shouldn't have started playing without food in front of me to enjoy. Oh no. Is he asleep? I think so. Coven. Yes, he is. Good. So that interview, another dead end? Yes. I think I knew that before I took the call. No relevant Canadian work experience. We'll keep you on file. Yeah, that means probably not a good shot. I don't know. I feel like I deluded us into thinking we could make it work here. Well, don't worry. I'll go to the employment office again tomorrow. What? I know you don't like Suresh, but I think you should take that sales job at his company. It's all about who you know here. We really are at the end of our rope. I mean, it is all about who you know in every industry. I can definitely say that the career changes I've been able to make, the things that I've done, have been because I've just been able to build those relationships. And I can imagine other industries are very much like that. And especially if you're coming from another country, having a relationship or having no relationships with people, you're starting off at that disadvantage. People don't know who you are. If you're different, that's just statistically another strike against you. People, I can't remember what study I read this in, but I remember being in college and reading about how hiring committees, especially if they're like committees of white men, they typically will hire white men. And adding in just even one person of color or one woman can change the amount of responses that other types of people from other, perhaps more marginalized identities, the responses and callbacks that they get. So especially in '94, when that wasn't as much of a part of the conversation, at least that I can remember from being a kid, I imagine it's probably just really, really tough. We're not in a position to pick and choose our help. I thought moving here would be a chance to start over. That even here we would still have to beg people like Suresh. It's not begging, I know. I'll call him tomorrow. Thank you. But honestly, I think you're more qualified for sales than I am. I mean, the way you sold Kavit on the Putu today, you're really good with kids. Can't believe you're having a hard time teaching in school. Well, it's not like teaching back home. Makes me worry about Kavin. Why? Well, back home, I could get the class to laugh, open up, get them in the mood to learn, you know? But it's harder here. Well, what does that have to do with Kavin? I just feel that there's a wall between me and my class, and I can't connect with them. They lead very different lives than we did, and I feel that same wall growing around Kavin. Oh, how do you mean? What if I can't connect with Kavin? Oh, it's so hard to even talk to him. Just feels like he's growing further away from us. I'll keep it at the immediate. Like, today, it was difficult to talk to him from, like, a language standpoint. Like, he keeps speaking in English, but also, it's like he has TV shows that he watches that Venba's probably not familiar with. He has friends and activities that he does that Venba probably doesn't quite know how to connect with because they're things that she didn't do either. He speaks in English all the time, and he talks so fast. It's hard to understand him. It's like he's in a different world than us. Well, it's more than just that. He doesn't eat lunch at school. He brings it back every day with some excuse. I don't know if the other kids make fun of him for it, or if he's embarrassed. I don't know, I'm worried. These things bother me too. But we chose to bring him up here. Not him. We did it because we thought he'd have a better life here. And he does. This place comes with better education and opportunities, but it also comes with its own culture, language, values. We can't pick and choose the ones we want and ask him to ignore from the others. I think it's natural that any kid wants to fit in, right? He's right. Yes, maybe. But it still doesn't change the fact at how just alienated he and Venba may feel, you know, just looking at their own son and how he's growing up and how they grew up too. So much of parenting, like as a parent, you don't know what you're doing. The only thing you have to reference is your own childhood. And when your own childhood essentially becomes something that's like not the most relevant reference, both because years have passed, but also because the culture is totally different, that's got to be really hard to face and hard to consider. It's just scary. Don't worry, Venba. He'll turn out just fine. How are you so sure? He's our child. Oh! I will say this is gonna make me emotional just in general because this subject feels very close to home for me, but also just, oh, this game is just so good already. Okay. How else will he turn out? The fact that we're having this conversation mirrored from when she found out she was pregnant and she was saying this to the father. I'm blanking on his name. Starts with a P and I forgot. I'm so sorry. But basically he's now consoling her with the same things. Same words. Those fallen from their resolve are stripped of respect, like hair fallen from the head. Okay, so this is not too much further away. Got some more pictures for 1 year up. Go on. Tell her. Pavilon. His name is Pavilon. He's my dad. P-A-A-V-A-L-A-N. Oh. She says Appa is not at the office. Okay, so this is a scene that I'm all too familiar with as well, because Kavin's English is better. He's more comfortable speaking in English than Venba. Venba's having him call and basically speak for her to figure out what's going on. I remember doing that at the doctor's office with my mom. And my mom speaks English wonderfully, but I also remember she was just not confident and had enough experiences where people, because she's Korean, would just automatically sort of talk down to her, that she didn't even want to deal with it. I remember as a kid even, she was like, could you please just like lead this conversation for me? Does she know what time he left? Do you know when my dad... Oh, wow. See, it's like he's speaking maybe so fast. She mentioned he speaks so fast that she can't quite pick up every word. So it's like if you know a language, but you're just like, oh, I think I kind of understand the general context of what's being said. What a great way to illustrate that. Do you know when my dad left the office? Okay, well, does she at least know if he came in today? Do you see my dad today? Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we can call them. Does he usually go home with someone? She says no. Dad usually leaves alone and he's very quiet. She says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Okay, thank you. No, I hope he's okay. Oh no. Oh, I hope nothing's happened to him. Why are we walking through the park, Amma? Do you think Appa will be here? I don't know, Kanna. Sometimes your Appa loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If he decided to walk home from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Appa left at 5. What's taking him so long? Do you think he went somewhere first? Where would he go for this long? I don't know, Coven. Enough with your questions. Oh. Sorry, Kanna. I'm just worried about Appa. Why are you worried? Do you think something happened to him? No, I'm sure he's fine. You don't have to stay quiet, Coven. Here, you can ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, and I'll answer it. But only if you can ask it in Tamil. Okay? The way she's trying to encourage him just to continue to connect in that way. Ooh, okay, I can do that. Ahem. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Why did that lady say Appa is very quiet? He talks a lot at home. Interesting. I think the letters were coming up a little bit more slowly there too, and I think that's illustrating maybe Coven's being a little bit more careful with his words. He's talking a little bit more slowly because he's not as comfortable. Oh, look at you go. See, you can speak Tamil when you want to. I don't know. Maybe it's that they don't talk to him. What do you mean? Oh, maybe it's the same animation. I didn't realize I was noticing it, but I think it's the same animation. Nothing. He doesn't really like his job, Kevin. Maybe that's why. He was a writer back home, right? Did he like his job then? Oh yes, he loved to write. How come I never see him write at home? Well, he always writes when something bothers him. Back home, that used to be every day. Maybe you should bug him more. Oh, now we get to play him. Coven. What did you do back home? Same as here. I was a teacher. And not just a supply teacher. I taught math for 9 to 12 standard. Were you a cool teacher? What's a cool teacher? Fun and easygoing? Like, were kids scared of you? Only kids named Coven. I don't know. I like to think I was good at it. My classes were always fun for the students, though I don't think I'm a cool teacher here. Wonder if also maybe cool, because this is the 90s, so cool maybe was something that like was kind of just being used more. And also it's slang. I miss those days. But you teach here too. It's not the same. Why not? I don't know. It's just not. I love that we can hear her jewelry every step. Why did you move here? It wasn't an easy choice. Papillon wanted to be with me, and I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. But a lot of people took issue with us being together, and they decided to make it our problem. It was getting really hard to deal with it, so we gambled on a fresh start here and took it. Interesting. Amma! I see Appa! Oh no. What are we seeing? Was not ready for crying this soon in the game. What the heck? So, looks like he was attacked on his way home from work. And he's writing, so something's bothering him. Rightfully so. Nothing, no matter how dear, should be sought at the expense of one's honor. 2006. So he's... Covin's a senior in high school? Probably? Okay. Oh, and look, they're all gray. They have the little fine lines in their faces, aging beautifully. We see there's no more drawings. We've taken down the kid drawings from Cavin. And it's been quite some time, but we haven't seen Pavlon's glasses repaired. They're taped up. So they still haven't really made it sort of out of the woods in terms of finances, it seems. They're still having to be pretty frugal. Okay, I finished cutting up the onions too. I think you should have everything you need. Yes, thanks, Pa. I'll go help Cavin pack. Oh, is he getting ready to go to college, maybe? Because I think 2006 is senior. Senior in high school. Maybe getting ready to start being a freshman in college. Oh, look at... biryani. We've got some good sizzling happen. Oh, and the recipe is gone? Okay, this recipe is completely unreadable. Layered biryani is really fancy. I've never made it that way before, but I've seen Amma make it the night before we left India. Okay, maybe I can try remembering them. Okay, so interesting. We don't have the ability to hover over ingredients like we did before. Oh, this is good. Okay, remember, add all these first. These ingredients, so expensive. Okay, it looks like our herbs, perhaps, nuts. Amma, why are you going through all this trouble? It's okay, Dee. It's a big thing to leave to another country. I don't know when I'll be able to cook for you again. Oh, so he's leaving to another country. Oops. There's a logic to the order you add these 4 ingredients in. You want all of them to fry in the oil nicely, but the ingredient you add first will always fry more in the oil than the one you add next. Right, so if I want the onions to turn golden brown, they need to be fried the most. And remember, once you add tomatoes, they release so much water, it's hard to fry anything after. Okay, so tomatoes are last, onions are first. Oh, hey, and we're starting to remember. Okay, so we've got chilies, we've got cardamom, yum, bay leaves, turmeric, chili powder, biryani masala, cloves, fennel seeds. Okay, so the fennel seeds I think go in first. There are more like aromatic kind of like flavor profiles that we want to set down, and then we do the onions, the chilies, and the tomatoes. Ginger garlic paste. What about the marinated beef? Now the beef goes in after we add all the salt and powders. That order is important. Then add water and let it reduce. How am I going to remember all of this? Don't worry, I've added all these instructions to the recipe book I gave you. Okay, this is great. So, oh geez, let me just remember first again. So this is the cardamom, the fennel seeds. Okay. So we've got cloves. Ooh! Oh my gosh. I can never get tired of how great toasted whole spices smell. I wish you could see how much these cost here. You lose your mind over these prices. Oh my gosh. I just want to smell all the things. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And I guess we'll have the ginger garlic paste. Oh no! Oh wait, we're gonna try this. We're gonna do the ginger garlic paste next. Of course the tomatoes go in last. I went through a lot of trouble for the recipe book, Amma. I'm sorry I couldn't take better care of it. But I'm fixing these now and hope Kevin can appreciate it when he cooks these. We're getting the cookbook ready to give to our son. If he ever does. Okay, so we're gonna add our spices. We definitely aren't gonna mince spices. We gotta make sure that stuff is all getting used. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so hungry. This smells divine. I think we just need to let it simmer for 30 minutes and we can start the layering. Okay, now I want biryani for dinner. I'm gonna have to find a way. I think I'll order it tonight because I don't have the ingredients and I don't think I'll have time to cook, but I will definitely be cooking this and giving it an actual full try at some point because this is, I want to smell the process. I want to smell all of this because it's so good. Gravy is done. All that's left is the biryani. I hope I can finish it before Kevin leaves. Oh, we'll be able to finish it, I believe. Oh, yum. Okay. So we have layers. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once done, let's sit on low flame for 30 minutes. Okay. At least the second part is salvageable. I think the idea is to put everything in the pot, seal tightly, and let it simmer together. The 1, 2, 3 might refer to the different layers of gravy, rice, and other things. But in what order? Maybe I can try to remember. Okay. I love that if you actually know how to make this, you probably could just go ahead, go forward, go forth and layer. But since I don't, I can click on this and give myself a memory. We add all these together on top of the rice layer. And that's the final layer. Yes. What's wrong, Amma? Oh, Amma, why are you crying? You know we'll visit often, and once things are better, we'll come back here. This is our home. Where else will we go? I know, Kana, it's just so far away. Oh, so this is also a memory of when she was cooking with her mother, and her mom was probably feeling some kind of way about her and her husband going and leaving and adopting a new culture, you know, in their own way. So if the rice is the 3, I wonder what the 1 and 2. Oh no, the 3 is the spices. So really it's gonna be biryani, gravy, rice. Okay, so let's do gravy, rice. Oh, is that like the first layer maybe already? Are we doing it in this pot? Okay. So then, okay, this makes sense. So then 1, 2, 1. Oh, this is gonna be so good. 2, and then 3 is all of the cashews, some ghee, cilantro. Yes, cilantro. Yo, anyone else a cilantro fan, let me know because I love cilantro. I could put it in anything. Saffron milk. What was this? Mint. Oh my gosh. All the flavors. I think this is right. I just have to cover it with the lid now. Let it simmer. Let it reduce. Oh, I'm so excited to try this. I just need to keep the flame very low and let it all cook together. The rice will fully absorb all the moisture from the gravy, deeply flavoring it. I can't wait. Yum. Should be good now. 30 minutes have passed so quickly. Smell that. Oh my gosh. Cilantro, mint, the savoriness of the cardamom and all of the other spices with the rice and the beef. Ooh. I am hungry. Oh, that's good. Look at that. Can you smell that, Appa? Can you smell that? Ooh, I see some pepper in there. Get some spice going. Oh, Coven is so grown up. How is it? Oh, so good. Beef really is the best. Oh. Oh. It's really good, Amma. I'm glad. Oh, interesting. And also we can see the difference in utensils or non-utensils. Appa is eating with his hands and Coven is eating with spoon. Also, he's wearing a UB hoodie. I wonder if it's like University of something. Maybe he's going to the US for college or for university. I won't get, because they said he was going to another country. So since they're in Canada, I would guess maybe the US. I won't get too many chances to cook for you like this again. Ah, Ma. Stop being so dramatic. I'm just leaving, or I'm just moving out for university. Yes, Kana, but we'll miss you. Have you packed everything? It's a long drive. We might have to get gas on the way. Oh, as it turns out, my friends are driving there today after all, so I'll be going with them. Oh. Don't rob your parents of this chance to do this with you. Coven. This way you and Appa won't have to drive all day. Don't lie. You also want to hang out with your friends. That's understandable, but I was looking forward to the drive. We could all spend some time together before we send you off. It's not a hassle at all for us to drive you. We'd love to. Last chance for us to annoy you with unsolicited advice. Amma, that would be nice, but I think it's just easier this way. You can always annoy me another time. Okay, Kana, sure. Did I even get any of it? Dad is just like doing the dad thing. He's not thinking too much about what's going on, or at least not showing overtly his concerns about this conversation. Maybe we can drive there next week, drop off some food. Oh, I almost forgot. Will your friend's car have enough space for some containers? I don't know why. I've packed a lot more of the biryani. I also packed some potas, pickles, and sweets. Did she give all the pieces to Coven? I can't take that in the car. Why not? I've packed for your friends too. You can all eat. Amma, they don't want biryani. The whole car will smell. I don't want them in my dorm either. You don't want any of it? Coven, I put a lot of effort into making all of it this week. And again, we said at the very beginning, right? In every culture, honestly, food is love. And especially when you're in an immigrant family and food is not only love, but a tie to your identity that you left and the home and family that you left behind, there is an additional weight and significance to what that food means, especially when you're cooking it for your children. And the fact that he is not wanting to take these containers, which, free food as a college student, you are going to learn to appreciate it, my man, Kevin. But Kevin's just not, he doesn't see that connection. He doesn't quite understand yet. And I admit, I'm not going to totally knock on Kevin because I did the same thing as a student. And honestly, sometimes even now when I go to visit my mom, she's like, I have so much food for you. And I'm like, Mom, literally, we actually don't have room in the fridge, which is the only reason I'll turn down food. But I remember as a college student being like, Mom, I don't need this food. I'm going to eat at the cafeteria, at the college cafeteria. So you don't give me food. I did that at first. because again, you grow up and you don't understand what it means. Or at least if you're like me or Kavin, you don't make the connections until you're older. And by then you're like, oh, I hope it's not too late, right? I didn't ask you to. Why are you getting mad? I know you didn't ask, but what will you even eat there? I don't know. There are cafeterias, instant noodles, whatever. I'll figure it out. I can't believe she gave him all the pieces. Papa, listen. Appa, listen. I am eating just Kuska here. That's not healthy, Coven. You can't eat out every day. Literally everyone there will be doing that. I'm just Oh, come on, man. Well, you're not. Why don't you take some of it? You don't have to eat it. I said no, Amma. I'm done with this. This is a fresh start for me. I don't want to smell like Little India anymore. Oh. So now we're getting to the heart of the problem here. He has grown up. Sounds like he has been bullied. He's been called names like Little India. He wants to step away from that. And again, as he said earlier, I want to be normal. I just want to be like other kids. For once. Kanna, the language you speak, the food you eat, the clothes you wear, only you should decide that, Kavin. You don't have to change who you are for us, but just be sure you're not changing who you are for anyone else either. There's a wonderful and beautiful culture that's a part of you. It would be a shame if you chose not to be a part of it, just because you think it's not normal. Then why did we even move here? We should have just stayed in India. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Did you feel both of them, Venba and Pavlon, they reared back a little bit. It was a slight, detail, but they both, those words hurt because they've sacrificed so much to make this even happen. So the fact that, he's just kind of like, well, why did you even do this? As if they decided it flippantly, that hurt. It's just, there's no need to create a fuss over any of this. It's not like you're never going to see me again. I'll visit often, okay? Okay. And I'll call every week too, so please try not to worry. Okay? Okay. Oh. Is that them? Yes, I think so. Who's that girl? I've never seen her before. Smart kid. This is why he didn't want us to drive him. Chip off the old block. Appa. Oh. There he goes. I suppose it's good that he's so independent. He makes his own choices. Even if they are so incorrect. The judgment. You know what, Venba? You're okay with that judgment. Go for it. You have earned the right to judge a little bit. Our choices were mostly made for us already. Whatever he chooses, at least it'll be his own decision. Which is what they ultimately stayed here for, right? They said there are opportunities here that he could be available and have that, that he maybe wouldn't have gotten otherwise. We just have to wait patiently for him to come back to us. Until then, it's just the two of us again, huh? Just like old times. Aww. It feels bittersweet, but they're doing a great job. You're unable to offer you a secondary teacher position. We encourage you to apply again. Oh my gosh, still? Oh, did Kavin reach the university? Did he text or call yet? No. But we told him to text or call when he gets there, right? Yes. Well, maybe he hasn't got... Oh, he has. I kept waiting and got worried, so I finally called him. He just said he forgot to inform us and hurried to hang up. Well, it's a big day after all. I'm sure he has a lot going on there. Oh, sure, let your son do as he likes. I'm not going to bother anymore. He doesn't want to eat what we make. He doesn't want to speak in Tamil. He doesn't even want the name we gave him. I'm done chasing after him. Yes, you're right. Oh, wait. He forgot his headphones in his room. I was going to bring it to him sometime next week, but maybe we should just let him pick it up whenever he's here next. Oh, he did? Of course not, Pavlon. We should help if we can. He uses the headphones all the time. It'd be hard for him without it. In the same conversation, Mom is like, no. We're not gonna keep the headphones from him. He needs them. So, but I understand her frustration, for sure. What? Oh, you made that up. Sneaky, Appa. Is there anything more fleeting than your anger towards Kavin? That's what being a parent is, I suppose. When Kavin said he wants to pursue writing, I was so happy. Finally, something we have in common. I wanted to show him all the works that inspired me, all the poems and stories I love. And the ones you wrote too. All the stories you read to him as a child were just the ones you wrote on the spot. Yes, but I doubt he even remembers that. I don't even know if he can read Tamil literature, much less understand it. I used to wonder why he wanted to turn his back on all the unique and special things his roots have to offer. But after that night in the park, maybe he's thinking it's better not to be unique or stand out in any way. Yeah, it's like one thing already to be different, but to also see, especially at such a young age, the actual, like, results, the actual things that can happen to you if you are different, and that if people don't appreciate or also like those differences, that's gotta be traumatizing, honestly. And it's a lesson quickly learned by someone as young as Kavin was, that if you are different and that's dangerous, try as hard as you can to be the same as everyone else. And I don't think we can blame him for that. I guess it wasn't the best decision to move. I don't get to write here, you don't get to teach here. It's hard for Kavin to be who he really wants to be here. Maybe you should have stayed. If you're going to suggest I would have been better off not moving here with you, my anger is going to be anything but fleeting. But come on. I know how much you miss home. Wouldn't you be happier back there? If I felt like I didn't have anyone, then yes, maybe I'd be happier there. But I have Kavin, and I have you. Home is where you two are. Yeah. Longing for those who have forsaken you diminishes the beauty of the soul. 2014. Okay, so he's graduated college now? Because if he started in 2006, he probably graduated in 2010. Oh no. Is Appa no longer with us? Because his glasses were there by his picture. That seems like it's... Got smartphones now too. We're making it big. Oh. We have full pantries. Look at this. We have ingredients that we've purchased on the shelves from stores, which we wouldn't have done earlier. The pantry has gotten more and more full as things become maybe more available. Rotate. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Is perhaps Kavin coming to visit? He's graduated college. It's been a few years, so now he's a full adult, making his way in the city, I'm sure. All right, let's take this out. Gotta wait for the exact right moment that these are golden and ready to pull from the pan. Again, the way that they use the Foley to capture sounds from an actual kitchen makes this, like, you can taste the food as you cook it in this game. It's so good. What are we making here? Is this like a... We've got ghee that we're putting down in each... There we go. What batter is this? Oh my gosh, once again, it's time for me to say, it's the obligatory, I am getting so hungry playing this game every time we go through a recipe. So it looks like, again, we're preparing a bigger feast for a homecoming, it seems like. Oh, yum. Oh, wow. Whew. Oh, you gotta get them as they're ready. Kind of doing it to the beat there for a second. That felt very good. Ooh, hefty day of cooking, but we're not yet done. Slice A, okay. Ooh. Yeah, seasoning. Ooh. Oh yum. Look at the burnt crisps down there. That's how you know it's good. I wish Smell-O-Vision came with this game. Ooh, okay, so we got 3 more dishes to make, it looks like. This is a big, big homecoming. And I love that at this point, because this is Venba cooking on her own. She's not explaining to anyone. She's just doing her thing. We're not getting like a recipe book. We're not getting the ingredients popping up on a list, because this is something she knows, she's familiar with. Oh, the chili. Ooh, chili and oil is the best. Yum. Okay, Venba cookbook when though? Because I would love just a cookbook specific with these as illustrations. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Okay. Let out the steam. Oh, what is this? Getting some fresh cilantro in there. Oh man, yeah, no, you can't, you have to eat after playing this game. It's actually part of the game itself. Oh. How? How? Yum. The way also, this feels so cinematic with how the camera sliding back and forth as we were adding the different ingredients, how it's so zoomed in right now. Oh my gosh, this feels like almost like we're playing a movie in a way. Playing a music video. That slow zoom in. Ah, yes. Ooh, look at the fridge. Oh, See, this is okay. This is how you know we've made it. The fridge had a water dispenser and ice dispenser. I haven't had that yet in my life, but I'll know I've made it when that happens. Almost dinner time. Come on, Coven. Do not bail. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Are you kidding me? Coven. Your mom spent the entire day making this feast. I'll cook your favorite mutton. Hama, thank you so much. Shurama, I have a lot of plans today, but I think I can stop by for a bit tonight. Super sorry, Amma. Something came up last minute and I can't make it tonight. Oh, and I love that. Okay, now I'd like to scroll back and see, because this is super illuminating in terms of relationship. 2013. This goes all the way back to 2013, and it's not a very long feed. We have good night, good morning, constantly saying good night and good morning. Oh my gosh. Have a great day. Happy birthday, Amma. Any fun plans? Nothing, Kana. Might go to Hoppers. They give 2 times points today. Happy New Year. What plans? Might see some friends. What about you? Not much, Kana. Come home when you have some time. It'd be nice to see you. Not today, Amma. Maybe another day. Man, I'm gonna call my mom after this. Me, mom. Good morning, Amma. Saw this and it reminded me of you. Well, we'll watch. Who are these people, Kana? Your friends? Yo, I've had that happen early on when I was like getting my mom on social media and I'd send her videos. She'd be like, do you know them? No. It's just a meme, Amma. Never mind. How are you? Good. Had lunch. Good, Amma. More just texting. February. It's Appa's anniversary today. Please call Sithapati if you have time. So February 15th is when Appa passed away, it seems like. How are you feeling? Fine. Good morning, good night. She even added a sticker, little emote. I was gonna say she learned how to use stickers. You can tell, because as soon as a parent starts learning how to use stickers or putting in GIFs, that they unleashed. Where are you getting these stickers? There's a free app. I will share it with you. No, it's okay. I was just asking. Okay, good night. Oh. I wonder if she got self-conscious because she stopped sending the stickers. Happy birthday, Kana. If you're free, can you come home? It's been so long I saw you. Okay. Oh, it's his birthday. She was so excited. And if the timeline is the way that I'm thinking, it's also it seems like maybe his first or second birthday after Appa has passed. So I think also she's probably feeling it especially. But she got accepted as a teacher. Oh. So much is happening. Without one's dignity, one becomes a puppet to many strings. What's interesting is that it probably also was maybe the first birthday that she had without Appa for Coven. Yo, that's hype. Chris Kendall. All right, Chris. Exact vibe I was looking for. Great, but just so you know, that's usually not hung inside the house. Oh, now we're Coven. My dad just liked to hang it inside. Yeah, it's fine. I just needed something unique and interesting here. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, Chris? By the way, for the school lunch scene, I was thinking it'd be cool if it was like a super diverse table of kids and they all shared food from their different cultures. What do you think Priya's lunchbox should be? Chicken tikka? Spicy vindaloo, maybe? Well, Priya is Tamil, so probably none of those. I was like, those are the things that maybe we're most familiar with, but they come from a different part of India. What if we show her eating nothing? Like, I would bring back my lunch a lot, lol. Yeah, he's just like, I didn't eat my lunch because people bullied me. I was too embarrassed to eat it at school. Maybe we can touch up upon that. It's a really good suggestion. Is Chris Kendall gonna listen? Oh. That might not fit the tone of the show. Yeah, sure. Of course it won't. It's just a fun scene that celebrates different cultures and cuisines that really represents Toronto. You must have a favorite dish or your mom made or something, right? Come on, Chris Kendall. Just feels weird for me to write a scene where she isn't even a bit apprehensive about the lunch. I was terrified to even open the lid. I get we're celebrating it, but a scene like that would make me feel like I was worried about nothing when I wasn't. Good job. No! I was so proud. I was like, Coven, thank you. Like, you are really saying... You're really saying what you mean there. Yeah, I'll check my mother's recipe book. Man, I hate that to progress the game we need to send this text. I wish we could erase and send the other one. But... when is this? We don't know how much later, if this is still like 2016-ish, or if it's later. Is Amma still around? Okay, if I have to give him a recipe, the least I can do is ensure it's authentic. And his kitchen is so much different. Like, you've got the noodles, you've got what looks like maybe olive oil and wine, beans, coffee maker, definitely much more like new stuff, it seems. You've got the brick wall with the tiles, so it's like probably a cool apartment somewhere. Oh, Amma went back to India. I can't believe Amma didn't take the recipe book with her when she left to India, though. Oh, it looks like she's fixed a lot of these recipes. Can't read Tamil very well, but let's see. Oh. Oh, snap. When we were reading it through Venba's eyes, we could understand it, you know, ostensibly because we speak Tamil. And since we don't, because we are Kavan now, we see it as unreadable, essentially. I can't read it. If you can, that's awesome. But I don't know Tamil and like Kavan. Wow. Ooh, Idlis. This is Putu? Oh, I remember making this with Amma and Appa. That was fun. See, and that was such a specific memory of his. Biryani, of course, Appa's favorite. Natu kozi kulambu? That's like chicken soup, I think. She made this for me one time when I was really ill. This is the only thing I could eat without throwing up. Must have been around 5 then. Still remember the taste, the smell, the day she made it. There was a phone call from India. The cooker was whistling. Amma fed it to me, but I think she was upset about something. I wonder what it was. Anyway, if I'm going to feature the recipe in the show, I better cook it once at least. I wonder if he's a writer for a show, because we know that he loved writing. Maybe he went to school for that. Oh, how helpful. She's drawn little pictures of the ingredients needed. I'll go pick up those first and I can start putting it together. Okay. Tamarind paste. Okay. So, oh goodness. All right, so we've got the paste plus water, put it through. Okay. Can't really read this, but thankfully there's a diagram. Looks like I have to mix the tamarind with the water to extract its essence multiple times. Okay, so we're gonna do tamarind. So here's some water. Here's some tamarind. Mix. Well, the water really changed color. Oh, cool. I could add more water directly to this bowl, but that might dilute the extracted water. Need to find a way to separate the extracted water and the tamarind. Okay, so we've got a sieve. Let's pour that through. Nice. Put this in. We'll do that maybe a couple more times. Maybe once more. The water isn't really changing color that much anymore. I think I've gotten everything I can from the tamarind. Let me add it to the other bowl and see. Whoops, let's not forget the sieve. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to get, I think. Oh, this means the tamarind water is ready. On to the next thing. And again, look, oh my gosh, I can recognize, like, the spice label on the left. I definitely recognize that. Ooh, okay, but this definitely does not make any sense to me in terms of just knowing what it means. There's no diagrams in this one. My Tamil isn't the most fluent, so I might not be able to translate this fully, but maybe I can do it step by step. Okay. I think I can make out a few of these words. Ah, nice. Toast both of the grains first. Just have to figure out the missing parts, and we go step by step. I don't see any grains. Did I mistranslate something? Shallots, tomatoes, garlic and ginger, rasam powder, toast the grains. Maybe it means like the powders? Because if we have two... Oh. Maybe cumin and mustard seeds? Ah, seeds, not grains. Can't count the number of times I've woken up to this sound, though. How's that already smelling so good? Okay, I can read this part easily. Next, add red leaves and green chilies. Red leaves. Maybe curry leaves and then chili. Must have had my words for red and green switched around. On to the next step. Add minced... Oh, yes. Minced ginger garlic is here. Minced shallots, probably. Another aromatic. It's usually around this time Amma has me waving away all the steam from the smoke detector. What gives out water? Yes. Tomato. We learned that from that previous recipe. And add water itself. Okay. So that's what the tamarind water is for. No idea what this says, but only 2 ingredients left. So add in the powder and add in the salt. The smell. I love how also we've got the bottles of the salt and stuff. They're all knocked over because he's not as careful as Venba is when cooking. The smell is really taking me back. Alma was upset because of the phone call she got from home. I think I remember now. Oh. I love how they changed the color palette to show it's a memory. It's the same as when we did the memory when Venba's Amma was sort of sad about her leaving. I'm sorry, Appa. I'm sorry I'm not there. I know. I thought she was getting better. Oh, it's when her Amma passed. It's almost the end of the month, so I should be able to send you more money soon. No, it's okay. Let me at least be of use this way. Can't read this part either, but there's not much to this. Just put everything in and cook it, I guess. All right, so let's get in the meat. We'll put in some... Oh, okay, we'll go with the water. Then we'll get the seasoning in. And put the lid on. Oh, yes, and the little steam release cooker weight thing. And turn it on, I guess. We'll let it go. flashback to when we were kids. I could keep going. Can we do anything? Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks fantastic. That does look fantastic. Chicken stock always has a golden color, but the turmeric is making it look extra nice. Oh man, should we even feature this in the show? Some corporation's gonna start selling an overpriced turmeric chicken stock after watching this. Oh man, I wonder if they did. Okay, last step. Oh yes, the cilantro. To mix these together. Oh, and we can even see the plastic container it came in. Rasam is usually water, but here it's fresh chicken stock instead. That's really cool. Wow. Wonder how Chris will describe this to the team. An exotic take on chicken soup made from a variety of spices and aromatics. Gross. Gross is right. Okay, so should we put it in here? Oh, yum. And get some... Oh, coriander? Calling it coriander instead of cilantro? That looks great, Amma. A lot easier than I thought. Let's see if it tastes anything like that day. Won't quite be like it. It'll still be good. But Mom makes it a certain way. Oh man, look at that, bringing color into the memory. Oh. Amma, why are you sad? It's nothing. Oh, he's got the blanket around his shoulders. The blanket that we saw her use. We're back in the home with the patched up sofa instead of the newer one. Did I do something wrong? Oh no, Kana, not at all. I heard from home. Your grandmother. Amma loves her a lot, but sometimes people have to leave and go far away. And Amma will just miss her. Why is she leaving? It's natural, Calvin. It's natural, Calvin. Everyone leaves someday. Us too? It'll happen to everyone. I won't leave you, Amma. Or Appa. Oh. Yeah, that's what you said. Oh, is this on the same day as his birthday? No. Okay. Any recipe updates? Her picture is still of them when he was little. Come on. Come on, just click that button. A humble porridge can taste sweeter than nectar when fed by the little hands of one's child. Okay, so now it's 2017. Thank you, Venba Miss. Oh, she's teacher. And Visai, hey, reference this to the devs. Teek teek. Oh my gosh, he's visiting her at home in India. He has tape on his glasses like his dad. Oh, are they making dosa? Okay. Yeah, I told you I'm terrible at this. It's easy, Kavin. Listen. It's all about temperature control with dosa. Yes, I love dosa. It's so good. First, pour water on the stone to reduce the heat. Next, set the fire to the low setting. Pour the batter, and since the stone isn't hot, you can spread the batter easily. Add oil around the edges and turn up the heat. This will fry the batter and make it easy to flip once the edges are brown. Then it's done. Easy, right? Yeah, for you, another dosaster coming up. Okay, dosa flipper. All right. Oh, shoot. Oh. So we need to turn down the heat. I'm like trying to blow on it so it cools down. We're going to put the dosa batter on. Rotate. We're going to spread it out. Yeah, that's right. Nice. We need more. There we go. Did I spread the batter wrong? You spread the batter fine, Calvin. But you forgot to do some things before the spreading. Oh, wait. What did I forget? Temperature. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the water on the stone. Okay. And then we add oil after we rotate. Okay. Okay. Another dosaster coming right up. Okay, so we turn it down, add water to cool it off. Then we put the dosa batter on. And then now we can rotate. My toxic trait is thinking I can cook all of this after. Oh shoot. I think put oil and then turn up the heat. Yeah, my toxic trait is thinking I can cook all of this first try, no problem, after playing this once. So we're waiting for it to hit that lovely golden brown. And it's nice because remember at the very beginning, Appa was very into dosa. So it's kind of nice that we're cooking dosa with Amma, with Venba. Okay. Oh my god! I did it! Good job. Ready to try something harder? Oh no, I'm not ready. Are you ready to try Othapam now? The dosa will be a bit thicker this time so we can lay all the vegetables. Oh, this is like the pizza one, right? With all the toppings? Yes. Not really, though. Alright, so we're gonna lower the heat, put the water on. This batter's a little bit thicker, but we'll still spread it. And it looks like, or it sounds like we're gonna be adding some ingredients on top of the batter, so that'll cook in. It's kind of cool because it reminds me of a dish in Korea called jeon, which is basically kind of like this, where it's like a pancake that you can put veggies and other toppings in. You can just add whatever you like. Everyone's othapam is different. Just make sure to add ghee first. Okay. All right, so I will definitely add the ghee first. And I definitely want some onions. I definitely want some chilies. Some idli powder. Carrots. I want it all. I want it all. Waiting for it to turn golden brown. And then we flip. Ooh, once again. Looking good. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Yeah, I think so. See, I told you it's easy. I haven't made this in a while. This was your Appa's favorite. Kari dosa is dosa with minced meat? Yes, exactly. We're doing it with mutton here, but you can do it with chicken, beef, whatever you like. All right, so turning that down. I love that we're getting into the flow of things too. Okay, let's rotate. So we're gonna get some minced mutton. You can see the bubbles, that means it's already cooking. Now we can start adding the curry toppings. Like othapam, we want to add the ghee first, then add the beaten egg as a coating, followed by the actual curry and finish it with coriander. Okay, so we've got ghee. We've got the egg. Yum! And that makes it, I imagine, heftier and a bit easier to handle the heavier minced meats. Look at that brown edge. Perfect for flipping. Ooh. Okay, that looks pretty dang good. Another one down. Oh. This is fun. Yes, it really is. Yum. I love that we're spending time with Venba, with Mom. You're doing great, Calvin. You can start your own dosa restaurant when you go back. I know, right? I could probably run the best one. There were restaurants that can serve dosas like this back there. You wouldn't have missed home so much and left, huh? I came here for more than just dosas, Calvin. Oh yeah, of course. I was just joking. Oh. Okay, well, you start eating these. I'll make the rest and then join you. Oh, no. I'll do it. Otherwise, they'll get cold before you can eat them. Oh, won't they get cold for you then? Let me do it this one time at least. And this is kind of an interesting callback to when Venba, she wasn't feeling good, but she still made lunch. And she sacrificed that to make sure that, what was it? Oh my gosh, Pavlon, could eat lunch and not have like a less subpar lunch experience. And the fact that now her son is like, no, now it's my turn to take care of you, when Venba has spent her whole life taking care of him and his dad. I think that's really cool. Look at that. Oh, yum. Amma, I have something to show you. A cookbook. This is Amma's recipe book. Have you been using it? Wait, I didn't fix some of these. You fixed these oh! And you wrote in Tamil? This is great, Kavin. Is this all research for that show you're writing? No, Amma. Actually, I quit that job. Yes. Good job, Kavin. Oh, why? I couldn't write what they wanted. Can't just write about dosas, saris, and musicals. Our lives are more messy than that. And sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it has people like me. I've acted like being Tamil was inconvenient for me my whole life. But now I'm acting Tamil when it's convenient for me. When there's a job on the line, I couldn't deal with it. You're being unfair to yourself. It's like we had these conversations when you were young. It's true, Amma. I'm just a tourist. A tourist in what should be, what you feel like should be your own culture, right? And is, but in a very different way. Again, for me, I connect it to because I'm half Korean, so not only am I disconnected from like the geographic or sense of me mostly being raised in the US and only visiting Korea every once in a while, but I also have the element of I'm not like both of my parents weren't Korean, and so since I'm half Korean, there's that additional imposter or fraud feeling that can happen. So I can kind of get where Kavin is coming from with this. And I wasn't there for you after Appa. And every time I wanted to apologize, I just felt too guilty to even face you. You've always said you stayed in Canada for me. Is this tears round 3? What? I know how much it must have hurt you to come back here. How much I must have hurt you. And Appa. It was so sudden. I always thought there would be time to tell him how much he inspires me. Even the stories he made up when I was a child and read them to me until I finally slept. My writing can't hold a candle to that. If I'm writing today, it's because of him. I'm still just trying to catch up to him. Oh! A heart. That's not why I came here, Kavin. You didn't? I came here because that's what's best for me. And even though it hurt me, it's what's best for you. What do you mean? I loved living here. The people, my parents, my job, everything. Leaving India was necessary, but really hard. I felt bad for leaving. And I missed it so much I wanted to raise you like we never left here. Must have been suffocating for you. And after Pavlon, well, coming back here and teaching all these kids has been great. If I had stayed there, I don't think I could have given you the space you needed. Thanks, Amma. How long are you staying for? I don't know, Amma. But this is nice. What about you? Do you think you could ever come back to Canada? I don't know, Kana. But this is really nice. There's Appa's mask. Designed and written by Abi, art director Sam Elkanah. Oh my gosh. This game. As always, we're gonna let the credits roll because we want everyone in the credits to get their chance to shine and to appreciate the people who created this and how they brought their specific perspectives and stories into this game. That was very, very good. Very, very worth the experience. I really don't have anything to say other than I absolutely loved it. I think food consultants, I need that job. The way that this game was so specific in all of its experiences, references, everything allowed me to feel very seen because I could connect my similar experiences to those and kind of get a feel for, you know, just get a feel for what they wanted to say in more ways than just playing the story. I think the universal truths that they have of kids wanting to belong, not necessarily connecting with their parents, that's something that no matter where you are from, that's something you can connect with. And so again, this specificity allowed us to really appreciate these moments and the story as a whole. Yay! Oh, Victoria Tran and Wholesome Games. Oh. So good. Ooh. And here we go, back to the title screen of Venba. What I'm excited to do is also watch other people play who have the specific cultural background to maybe understand a lot of the references and the details that I'm sure are there that I just did not pick up because of my own inexperience with the culture. So I highly encourage you, if you've gotten to the end, you're watching this now, please do make sure and check out creators who are from India creating content about this game. I think what's really exciting is that we are going to be able to get so many more perspectives, not simply from this game and playing it, and maybe other developers being encouraged to create experiences that are this specific. But I think inviting more content creators and more people who are playing the game to share their own experiences and share their own knowledge in not just topics of like this, but topics that they feel like they haven't seen represented in the space is going to be really exciting. So yeah, I'm stoked. Let me know what you think of the game. Thank you for watching, going through all the laughs, the tears, the emotions. Be sure to pick up the game if you haven't on Game Pass on, let me actually double check and make sure. Okay, I just clicked out so I could click back in. That moved the menu, but pick this up on Steam, on Nintendo Switch, and on Xbox Game Pass. And enjoy it. If you watch this and you maybe don't necessarily want to play it yourself, think about gifting it to a friend who you think would appreciate a story like this, or just really appreciates good cooking games. And that's it for today. Please be sure to follow, subscribe, support the channel so I can continue showcasing indie games like this, or just games in general like this that have stories to tell that we can connect to and learn about ourselves with. And yeah, find me on TikTok and Twitch as well. I stream on all of those platforms, and I hope to see you there as well. Cool. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Find lots of games to play, and I'll see you next time in Kimchica's Café. Bye.